Hello, everybody. I bet some of you are wondering, when is Eddie going to reveal another art piece? While others of you are saying, I didn't know Eddie made art. And still others are probably saying, who is Eddie? Well, I'm Eddie, by the way. Good to meet you if you're new to the channel. Today, I unveil my newest piece of mosaic art. I hope you like it. For those of you that aren't really familiar with me, I do dabble in mosaic art. I use, instead of stone or glass or tile like some people, I use recycled magazines. And in the past, I've done this Ricky Henderson, and that went on my last channel card. I've done this Brooks Robinson, and that was just for my personal collection because I'm a huge Brooks man. And I've done this Sean Kemp, and then I've also done some non-sports stuff. And ironically, this non-sports piece here from Plains Transit Automobiles is my most popular one on Etsy. I've sold 10 to 1 compared to my art prints. People really seem to enjoy this, and this was the first large scale mosaic I did since high school. I took like a 28-year layoff of making art and then just got back into this 4 or 5 years ago, and have really been enjoying it because I can make art for myself and hopefully my friends enjoy it too. About a week ago, panic set in when I realized we were only a month or so away from the National, and I still needed to create my custom channel giveaway card. And I've had this, what I'm going to show you here in a second, in my head as a concept for many months. I've been hung up on another piece of non-sports art, which I'll show you when it's done. And I was letting that prevent me from doing this piece. But I put the other thing totally aside, and I said, I'm going to crank this out. And over a 3-day weekend, I created this piece here. So mosaic art is best appreciated, especially at first at a distance, because it allows your eyes to sort of fill in the gaps and round things off. So I'll unveil this probably in the middle of the room here and then show you closer up in a second. But here we go. I'm not going to tell you who this is because if it's good enough, you should be able to figure it out. And he's got such a distinctive, beautiful swing, and he's a Northwest and global icon. I don't think you'll have any problem figuring out what's going on here. So I put this player against a backdrop of a sunset and Mount Rainier and the Seattle city skyline. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. This is probably my favorite one I've ever done, for two reasons. I was really happy with how the gradient sunset turned out. It's the first time I've really tried anything like that. And with the player himself, I did more of like an Art Deco kind of thing, and really haven't dabbled too much in that either. Prior to this, almost everything is just rectangles glued onto poster board, and so I experimented more with other shapes for this. But I hope you like this. Not everyone knows this, but I do have an Etsy store. I have put this on there. I do have a good friend that mentioned that he wanted a copy. So, not to brag, but I'm a professional artist, and I've sold some other things too. But of course, it's just a few dollars here and there. But it always feels so great when you see like an order come through, and it's just some validation that other people appreciate what you're doing. I think everyone can appreciate that. So let me know what you think. Like I said, you know who that is. I'm not even going to say his name because he's such an icon. Anyway, I have dropped, like I said, the link to my Etsy store below. If you feel so inclined, maybe poke around, look at some of my other works in there. Thanks for watching. Till next time, remember, we don't count subscribers, we count friends.